Yeah, you can go ahead now. Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, very good question, Ramesh. I would thank you for asking this question because this is one of the questions that my learners always ask. And this is the question which I get in the first session. So, what Ramesh is asking is nothing new for me. I get this question every time when I start a batch. Okay, what do we do when a vendor does not have ISO 27001? Okay, what do we do when a vendor does not have a SOC 2? Okay, what do we do when the vendor is not providing a audit report? Okay, what do we do when the vendor is not supporting us? So all these questions we are actually very familiar with. So yes, so when a vendor does not have a SOC 2 report and it's a SaaS vendor, it is an issue. First of all, let's be very realistic on that. It is a issue. Okay, when a SaaS vendor is there, now the market need is they need to have a SOC 2 report. It is required at the moment in order to establish trust with the client. It's very simple, okay? And every SaaS vendor has it. But let's say a vendor does not have a SOC 2 report or is in preparation of one, okay? Because it takes time to get a SOC 2 report. It's not like you go to market and you get a SOC 2 report. It doesn't work like that. It takes time to get yourself a SOC 2 report. It gets time to implement SOC 2. Similarly, like it takes time to implement ISO 27001. So when a vendor does not have SOC 2, there are options. So the option is that you ask for ISO 27001, whether the vendor has that or not. Even if that is not there, you ask for any other framework. Be if the vendor is compliant with the uh, any other framework. Let's say, for example, GDPR or NIST or any other framework. If the vendor is completely compliant with, these are the things to check after that. If again there is no such compliance you see and vendor is not certified with even ISO 27001, which is hard to believe, but still I'll take that worst case scenario. So what you do in that case, you ask for their audit reports, because every company goes through audits, right, Ramesh? So you ask them for their audit reports. You say, you give me your last 5-year audit reports. Okay, if a vendor is able to provide you that information, that will help you. That is the first thing. If audit reports are also not there, then you dig in for policy level, documentation level. You ask, okay, can you show me your information security policy? Can you show me your access control policy? You dig in into that level then. And vendor should definitely have policies, at least that is the bare minimum I think every vendor would have. So from the policies itself, it will make you, I would say, definitely not 100% assurance they would give you, but at least 30 to 40% assurance they would give you if the policies are properly defined, if the controls are properly defined in the policies, if the reviews are timely done, if the changes are timely done, you see in the policies. That itself shows that vendor is serious about information security. So that is how you need to treat that way. But definitely it's a big risk if the vendor does not have a SOC 2 report. Yeah, I hope, Ramesh, I am able to answer your question. Yeah, thank you, Shantaji. It was good.
Okay, great. I think meanwhile, other viewers or learners have questions.